Hey there, it's Erin with Time Saving Templates, and today I wanted to show you really quick how to save an Excel file. If you're using one of my templates, I always recommend to save a blank version of the template first before you start making changes. But just in case you didn't do that and you're working with a template that has information in it from last year and say that you want to then remove that information so you can start over with a blank template. Well, let me show you first how to save it. So say we already have this saved. I have the file open. This is the monthly multi-venue sales and expenses template with jewelry. So let's say this was 2016's information and I wanted to save a blank version for 2017. Well, I don't want to delete the information out of 2016's version. I want to create a new version. So right here where you would change, you could change the file name right here to say blank. If you look right here, these are the folder paths that it's in. I have it in a flash drive, the E drive, then a sales and expenses folder, and then a 2016 information folder. So if I want to move that to a different folder, say for 2017, then just click browse. And then I go back here to my sales expenses folder and I have a folder for each year. So I've already made one for 2017. So for this example, I'll just click in here. And so now I have to add a blank. It removed the blank off of there. So let me just add blank again and click save. Okay, so now the file says blank, so I would be okay to go ahead and start deleting the information out. Now, if you're using one of my templates, the cells with formulas are protected, so this running total page is all formulas that you won't be able to delete. What you got to do is delete the information that you've entered, but you cannot delete the gray cells that contain formulas. So for the first tab, I just gotta scroll and highlight all of my information, not including the formulas, and then click the delete key. I can't highlight an entire row and select the delete key because at that point it would then be deleting the formulas here, and we actually need the formulas to stay so that everything will link to the summary. So I'm just going to go through each page. If I had something in here, then I would just delete this part, not the formula, and then also delete anything in notes. If I had something in the PayPal tab, again, I would have to highlight my information, but once you get to the end, you'll see there are some gray columns. You can't delete any of the cells with formulas. So I would just have to highlight my information and then click the delete key, and then that way the formulas remain there so that the sales and expenses go into the correct month. Etsy sold orders. I have a filter on. You can tell because the numbers right here are showing that it's skipping. Let me scroll to the front and see where my filter is at. Here it is. I can tell that I'm filtering it by sales tax because all the other squares have this little arrow, but this one has a different arrow. So I just need to select, check the select all box and click OK. And then now it's showing everything. And so I'm pressing the shift key and I'm scrolling right till I get to the end of my data, but not to the gray columns. And then now I'm gonna press the shift and control key and the down arrow, and that takes me to the bottom of my data, and then I just select the delete key, and then that deleted everything. And you can just do a control and down arrow, and that takes you to the very bottom, and there was nothing else left. And Etsy monthly fees, again, highlight the information, but don't highlight the gray cell because that contains the month. Press shift and control and the down key, that takes you to the bottom, and then the delete key, and then everything is deleted out of there. We got all zeros for the totals. And then the Amazon CSV, same thing. I'm pressing shift and scrolling right. Now once you get to column X, these are all formulas. So from here, I do Shift and Control, the down arrow, delete key. And now the summary should now be all zeros. So now that everything's zero and we saved it as blank, go ahead and save it again. Just click the little save button and it will save it where we had already saved it it's in the 2017 folder. So this can now serve as the blank version. And to start with 2017, let's now go back to Save As, Browse, and now instead of blank, let's save it as 2017. Change it right there, click Save. And now we have our 2017 version that's ready to start with a fresh start. And you could go back and save another one for 2018, 2019 if you really wanted to get ahead. Or remember, you can go back to the blank file. So let me just show you how I navigate this. So I have a folder here. You could save your information to desktop or documents. I like to use a flash drive. So a folder for sales and expenses, and then I have a folder for each year. So I know that since I saved it in the 2017 folder, I can now see what I have saved. So I have the blank one here and 2017 here. And if you're viewing this and it looks different, you might have this. If you just go to the view at the top, click on details, you can sort by date modified by clicking here, or you can sort alphabetical by the name by clicking on the name. And that's how I like to navigate a lot of times when I'm looking for something. I just go into the folder and sort by date to see what I had been working on most recently. And so next year, if I filled out all my information for 2017 and next year I wanted to start new for 2018, I would just have to then find the blank version, open up the blank, and say we're in 2018, I would then go ahead and then save it as 2018, and then my blank version would remain blank because I'd be adding my information into the 2018 version. And to add a folder while you're in the folder, or you could be in one of these other areas, wherever is easy for you to remember on your computer, just right click and go to New Folder. And that will add a new folder wherever you're at. So then when I go to sort, then now my 2018 folder is there. So hope that helps. And remember, if you need a template, be sure to check out timesavingtemplates.com. Thanks.